Today we are going to be performing a neurological exam on our patient. So first I'm just going to assess to make sure that they are aware of their surroundings. So I'm going to ask the patient here, do you know your name?
Yes.
What's your name?
Philip.
Do you know where we're at today?
We are at Factorio.
Yep. Do you know what's happening right now?
There is a coronavirus spreading around.
So our patient is aware, and then I would document that findings, and then from there we will go ahead and start testing the 12 cranial nerves. First, we're going to start off with the olfactory nerve, which is cranial nerve 1. That is your sense of smell. So if I'm just going to grab 2 things. Now, if you can do me a favor, and if you can close your eyes and take your finger and hold your 1 nostril shut. Now, could you smell and see? What does that smell like?
Smells like.
Is it rubbing alcohol?
Yes.
Yep, okay. Now, can you go ahead and close your eyes again and then close that nostril? And can you smell it for me? And what does that smell like?
Smells like. From my head, it smells like vanilla.
Yep, that's correct.
Yep.
So after that, we will go next to the optic nerve, which would normally be tested with a Snellen chart. We do not have one here, but a Snellen chart is a chart that has different E's, and the patient will go ahead and see if they could read them off of the chart. So next, we're going to go ahead and go on to cranial nerve 3, 4, and 6, which is the nerves that move the eye. So I am going to. Can you take off your glasses for me? And can you just follow my pen light without moving your head? So we're just watching to show that the eye is following us. Then we can even take the pen light and just see if his pupils will dilate for us. And they do, so that is good. So after that, we're going to test cranial nerve 5. That is the trigeminal nerve that has a few different responsibilities. It can help with mastication. So what we could do is have the patient clench down on your teeth and see if you can feel their muscles. So can you clench down on your teeth for me? So go ahead and feel a muscle there. That also has to do with sensation. So you just kind of make sure that they do feel your fingers there. And can you feel that? Yep, so that is good. So next we're going to be moving on to cranial nerve 7. That is the facial nerve. That is responsible for a lot of different motions that your face can make. So can you smile for me? Can you frown? Can you move your eyebrows up and down? So the patient can can smile, can frown, move their eyebrows. So that is good. So next we're going to be testing cranial nerve 8. That is the acoustic cranial nerve. That is sound. So what I can do is I can run my fingers and see if the patient can hear it. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Hear that? Yep. So after that, we will be moving on to cranial nerve 9. That is the glossopharyngeal nerve. So that is responsible for the gag reflex. If I had a tongue blade, I would have my patient open up their mouth and I would test the gag reflex. I do not have one at this time. That is the vagus nerve. That is basically to see if you can swallow. So what you do is you have your patient say ah, and you watch to see if their uvula is moving back there. So if you can just say ah for me with your tongue out. Take your tongue out. Say ah. So that is all good there. So next we're moving on to cranial nerve 11. That is the spinal accessory nerve. So basically we will test that by seeing if they can shrug their shoulders against pressure. So try and shrug your shoulders up, and they can. So that is good. So next we will be moving on to cranial nerve 12. That is the hypoglossopharyngeal. That is also for the tongue. So I'd have the patient, can you stick out your tongue for me? Can you move side to side? So they can, and when they're sticking out your tongue, you're just making sure that it is symmetrical and it's in the midline, so that is good. Now
Should I turn this off or no?
We're on to our last. Get back
Wait, she's not done with you. She needs her patient.
Almost done. So finally, we're going to be testing active range of motion and passive range of motion. So what I have the patient do is just walk towards me a little bit to assess their gait. And I can also have them walk toe to heel towards me. So you just move back and then walk toe to heel towards me. Like that. Toe to heel. so that is good. We can also do some active range of motion, so that would just be me actually physically moving them for them to see what kind of range they have. And we can also do a couple other tests where we can have you stick your hands out like that, close your eyes, and we're going to see if they can stay balanced, which you can, so that is good. Put your arms down. We can also try to see if they can move against pressure, so if I can have your hand, keep your hands together like that, and I'm going to try pulling away, and if there's pressure, that is good. We can also try how to make a fist with their hand. We can try and break the fist. To conclude our neurological exam, we can go ahead and test some of the reflexes. There's the triceps, the biceps, the brachioradialis, the patella, and the plantar flexor, and the Achilles. And that will conclude our assessment of the neurological exam today.